Hello and welcome back to another episode of Fish Stuff and Things. In today's video I'm going to be talking about my native tank, which I've already mentioned in a previous video, but I'm going to be talking about the equipment I use in it, the plants, and the fish I have in it. Now let's get started with the most exciting thing in the tank, or at least the most excited thing in the tank, which would be this little baby bass here. I collected him from my local lake almost a year ago, and he's grown quite a bit since then. He is really cute, and I actually kind of have him trained to a small degree. He knows that I bring him food, and he gets very excited when I come in the room, which is why he's pacing back and forth and wiggling at the glass because he thinks he's going to get fed. So now let's talk about the plants I have in the tank. I'm actually going to put up a picture on screen right now that shows the difference from literally a few days ago, maybe like a week ago, and then now. I do not run CO2 or fertilizers in this tank, but the plants have grown a lot. The plant over here on the right is an Acarus, and then the plant over here on the left is probably slightly lesser known. I hadn't seen it until I went into the pet store one day and I saw this plant. I was like, oh, this thing looks really cool. I'm going to get some. But it's doing very well. Some of the stems have died off because they seem to like to melt at the bottom when you plant them in the gravel. Not all of them do it. It's not because like, oh, if you plant the end of the stems in the gravel, it's going to die. Not all of them do it. Some of the other stems are planted in the gravel and they haven't died yet. Just certain ones. It might be because it only has like one leaf on it, but it's kind of weird. Alright, now let's talk about the lighting that I have on this tank. Here we go. Also, before I get into the lighting, this little cone here is actually a cork that I have on my lid. I know it's not in the center, please forgive me. But basically the cork is there so I can just easily open the lid, which is a custom made screen lid, and open the lid and throw food in there and stuff. As you can see, the bass looking around for food. He's like, where's my food? You didn't give me food, how dare you? Anyway, the light that I have on this tank is a cheap light that I picked up on the internet. It's made by a company called Aquaneat. I have 2 aquarium heaters made by them, a filter, and then this light, and they're dirt cheap and they work very well for the price. As you can see, the light is blindingly bright. We have reds, blues, and greens and white LEDs. Then you also have the nighttime mode, which turns on 3 of the blue LEDs, which look really weird and purple on camera for some reason, but trust me, they're blue. And that is what it looks like on nighttime mode. It actually looks really cool, and it's showing up better on camera than it does in person. It's really dark in person, but on camera it looks a bit brighter than it does in person. So that's cool. The light is decent. It's a bit bright for this tank. It's like really, really bright, so I was having like algae problems a while back. I had like brown hair algae and green spot algae and your normal, brown slime algae that kind of grows on the glass and on the sides and stuff. I dosed the tank with algae killer and all that's gone away, and I'm also reducing the hours of light that I give this tank, which is helping a lot as well. So now for the boring stuff. The filter I have, it's a cheap hang-on back filter from Walmart. I don't have the original, the stupid cartridge and stuff. I took that out and I put like sponge media in there that needs to be cleaned by now. Now this heater over here in the back is kind of interesting. I found it in a box of aquarium supplies in like our garage or something, and it's really old. I think it says somewhere on it it's made in Germany. These fish don't really need a heater. They don't need to be at tropical temperatures, but I just keep it in there to keep the water at like a stable, 65, 70 degrees, something like that. So it's nice. Now the final thing I have on the back of the tank here is this breeder box. And I have this little light on here so you can see what's inside of it because it's kind of dark. I probably shouldn't do my videos at like nighttime. But basically in here we have 2 baby bluegills, which I love these breeder boxes. There's an external breeder box, as you can see, so it doesn't take up space inside your tank, which I love. It hangs off the back or the side or the front, wherever you have space for it. And it's great. I love it. It's made by Marina, and they have different sizes. They have like a small, this is the large, and they also have a medium. And it's really, really great. So that is it. Stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.